All right, today in here, I'm gonna talk about the draft from rounds 5 through 7, and specifically the Miami Dolphins draft. As you can hear in the background, my studio is completely dark the way I like it to be. I love what the Dolphins have done so far. If I had to pick teams who have done well, I think Cincinnati's done well. I think the Bears have done well. I think the Patriots have killed it. I think the Patriots have killed this draft. Absolutely killed it. What's up, Ramos? But before I do, because they didn't start up yet, I got the draft tracker on, is talk about Shador Sanders. And Ramos said last night he doesn't like the way the NFL does shit. I remember a couple weeks ago, me and Moss had a disagreement with me about the Canadian American thing, and I tried to explain to him I have nothing against Canadian people. But what Moss doesn't understand in this country, and Ramos found this out last night, and he was very upset about it. For Dion's past sins, and Dion really has done nothing off the field. He's as good as it gets. But the one thing our society does not like is flamboyant black men, swag black men, that black men in particular, young, old, can clamor to. You look at that idiot Shannon Sharp right now, his dumb ass, dealing for a 19-year-old white woman. That's as stupid as it gets. And now his career is over. He's a dumb ass. Well, in the NFL, this last 72 hours, what you have seen is white power among corporate America. And because of Dion's swag, and his son is wearing clothes and jewelry that these young men who were drafted the last 48 hours now can afford to buy a lot of them. Sidor already had it. And the thing with Sidor is he's done nothing wrong. What has happened here is Dion has made a lot of enemies from his college football days in the pros. And now I'm around Dion's age. I have to speak about this. Those people who he alienated, and I don't think Dion realized how much he alienated the coon Negro and the white man. I don't think he realized. Okay, and because of his swag, because he was Dion, I'm Coach Prime. The white man said, "Oh, okay, we'll get you back somehow." Well, they're doing it this weekend by dehumanizing, not embarrassing, not humbling, dehumanizing his son. They're taking out their hatred for Dion by making his son demoralized, dehumanized. Shador Sanders is clearly the best quarterback in this draft. And I'm not a Shador Sanders groupie. I'm not a Dion groupie. I'm just talking facts here. I watched Cam Ward, and he's erratic at best. He can pass you into games, he can pass you out of games. But the reason why he went number one was because he has skills. I'll give him that. But more because he played the game with the white man. And this is what this is all about. Let me see who's picking. I don't have no television on at all. I'm gonna make my gambling bets for today, by the way. Have they started the fifth round yet? Hold up, let me see something. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh my bad. It's the fourth round today. Let me see what Miami's picking. I know Miami got three fifth rounders. Big goal went over that. All right, Miami picks 116 and oh yeah, they took a pick away from the Dolphins. That's right. So the Dolphins are picking. They got three fifth rounders. So we'll uh go for their fourth rounder, which is 116th. Where is that? I got it right here. What's 116? There we go. They pick 14th in the fourth round. I know they got three fifths and three sevenths. So if I'm the Dolphins here, if he's on the board, I'll take I'll take Shador if he's on the board. I'll take since you only got one fourth rounder now, you can get what you need in round five. I'll take Shador if he's on the board at round four and end this misery for the poor kid. And unlike Aaron Rodgers, who went on to have a great career, I think this is going to scar this boy for a long time. I do. This is the white man telling the black man, I will always have superiority over you. You see. Moss talking about his hockey schedule today. Moss has a big sports day. Hey, Moss, I want you to listen to this since you're here. I only care about the Dolphins, Moss. When the Dolphins pick, that's all I care about today in here. I don't care about no other teams. Listen to this, Moss. Please do. See, the difference between your country and my country is here in America, we live in a racist society. I tried to tell you that. And what the white man is doing to Shador Sanders is hideous. And they're doing this to this make Dion crumble. And it's so sad. No father, no father want their son to go through what this young man is going right now. All right, Moss is talking some craziness. You know, that's typical white man thinking. I mean, Moss just proved it to me right here. All right, back to this kid into the Dolphins pick. I'll keep talking about this. What can Dion say? He's giving this young man everything. But now, I'm seeing Daniel Jeremiah and Joe Clapp this morning, and they both said the same thing. Charles Davis played it cool, but he said also that this is about Dion. This is not about his son. That this kid now is a career backup. The deeper he goes down in this draft, He's a career backup now. Yeah, take care, Moss. You have a good one too, family. He's a career backup now, Shador Sanders, because of this escapade. And it's sad. It's real sad what has happened to him. And Dion's got to live with this. Dion's got to live with this. Because this shit is crazy. What has happened to this young boy? It's inexcusable. He is clearly the best quarterback in this draft. And Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, the kid who eye test loves from Louisville, Moss's quarterback, the lefty from Oregon, all went ahead of Shador Sanders. Are you fucking crazy? Are you kidding me? Really? Am I missing something here? I don't know what Moss sent me, but it's crazy that this young boy is going down like this. And all we're hoping for is this kid gets picked today. I agree with Big O. Take him. Dolphins, take him. Take him in the fourth round. He's still on the board. Just take him and make good with the Sanders family. Stephen Ross may be an ass clown, but Stephen Ross is not racist. And if Stephen Ross does this today and tell Chris Grier take Sanders, I'm going to read you in a second, Vamos. If he does that, Stephen Ross and me will make amends. If he takes this kid today, we will make amends with Stephen Ross. Vamos says, Mace, didn't Sanders say if you don't want to change your franchise, don't draft me? I believe he did say that. But this is more, Vamos, about his father than him. Dion made enemies with ESPN. You know why? About a decade and a half ago. Because ESPN, this is one of his enemies. Dion took away ESPN's spotlight to talk to the players. Remember, 15 years ago, the black athlete had a different mindset. And they didn't want to talk to Chris Fowler. For what? And we all know how racist Chris Fowler is on ESPN. I know, I met him a couple of times. He's a fucking racist prick. Dion took it away from ESPN. And who do the athletes, the players who were drafted for like 15 years went to first? NFL Network and Deion Sanders with the microphone. Who made Beast Mode talk at the Super Bowl press conference? It was Deion. Salute Raven. Raven giving the middle finger to ESPN. He's right to do that. Yeah. Deion took the spotlight away from ESPN. And if you haven't noticed, ESPN and now the NFL are in bed together. Because they're going to take over the NFL network soon. If they haven't already. And he made big enemies with ESPN. Now, let's go a step further with ESPN. This is one of the examples. Why did they show Dion in Colorado? Because the first year Dion was there, what happened? Platinum's talking about it right now on his channel. What happened? Me and Platinum sat up here, we told everybody he was going to flop. He went 3-0. He ended up 4-8. ESPN loved it. What happened last year? They was basically exclusive on Fox and CBS. Colorado went 9-4. Why? Because Shador Sanders can play the position of quarterback. And I love Shador. Well, let me put it this way. I love his style. There you go. I love pocket quarterbacks. He's a pocket quarterback. And whoever picks him today is going to get a steal. I'll tell you that right now. Now, like I said a minute ago, Ron Pitts, Charles Davis didn't want to say it. Salute to him because he's a brother. But Daniel Jeremiah and Joe Klatt, who watched him, and Joe Klatt loves him, by the way, just like I respect his talent. First thing came out of their mouths. The lower he goes, right now, if he gets picked today, he's going to be a career backup. Why? Because of his fault. $200,000, 214,000 Thursday night, 211,000 last night. Green Bay is going to get a Super Bowl, folks, by the way. Green Bay is going to get a Super Bowl. Just like I predicted they would. But back to this. Do I blame Deion? No. For the record, I do not blame Deion Sanders at all. I don't. This has to do with some powerful white men with hooded sheets over their head who are the head honchos of corporations. What's up, Jordan? Afternoon, family. Melina, hello. These are white Klansmen in sheet clothing who are some of the most powerful men in the world who has it in for Deion and is taking it out on his son. And this is sad. So I'm gonna start getting Max Crosby sent out a note, and he says Buffalo is traded out. Let's see what Buffalo's gonna do here. It looks like they got about 180,000 this afternoon in Lambeau. Remember, it's only 11:30 in Green Bay right now, but they're going to get a Super Bowl. Congratulations to Green Bay. And like I said to everybody, and I just started today, I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, and I was watching some of the previews and all that. What you see here is the white man's superiority over the black man. I'm just telling the truth. And it's sad. And my heart goes out to Shador. My heart goes out to Deion and his family, and his mother, especially his mom. I'm talking about Deion's mother, their grandmother. Because they said she was so fired up to see her grandboy get drafted in the first round. Instead, they're making him the martyr of we don't want guys like Key Glock in the locker room. We don't want a live DJ DJing live. This used to happen in Colorado, and I used to question it. Now you see why I question it. I can see Sanders getting drafted and doing well. Oh yeah, they give him the chance, Ramos. If they give him the chance. Big O loves him. And Big O said the Dolphins should draft him today. I would agree with that. If he's there when the Dolphins pick in 7 picks, they should draft him. So this is to me, I got you, Grinder. This is a dark day in professional sports. Jordan, I cannot be doing no play fighting with Randy Orton. I don't do play fighting. That's WWE. I don't do that. Grinder, what's up, family?
What's going on, brother Mace?
I'm good, man. Before the Dolphins pick, I gotta get into this Shador Sanders and dehumanize. What's your views on this?
Mace, we know each other going on for a long time. We both New Yorkers, and we know the history. I don't know what you were saying, but I would say this: that remember I did the video about the Shield, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about that no good former Ohio State coach. I'm not gonna get into that, but if we go, I told people do your history about this dirty shield, the NFL. I don't care. People don't want to come to my channel, you come to my channel. I'm gonna talk more about that on my channel in a few minutes anyway. Look how they treated Warren Moon, right? One of the premier quarterbacks at that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had to play Canada for years to welcome him back, and after they attended him, right? But y'all didn't do it to Johnny Manziel. Y'all ain't do the Baker Mayfield. Then you made quarterbacks back then in the 60s and 70s to change their position so they could play in the NFL. Y'all didn't like what Deion Sanders was doing in the past. All he was just doing just playing ball, feeding his family. Hold on.
Yeah, take your time, bro. Grinder doing speaking facts. Yeah.
Smell good. Smell good. Give me.
Sorry. Yeah, but get back on saying, but y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all ain't said nothing about really Johnny Manziel. He when he was doing all this thing, doing drugs. Y'all ain't said nothing what Baker Mayfield was doing and other players back then. But Shakur said this. Y'all gonna say something about y'all act like we don't know what happened. Y'all know what's going on. Then you got other content creators saying right now, that makes he need to be put in check, or he needs to be humility and stuff like that. And but see, at the same time, y'all never gave credit to Deion Sanders, despite y'all don't like him, but I respect him because at the time, because he was doing certain things I wasn't heard of, to play 2 sports at one time, give his money back, and all that. And he said, I'm not doing it your way. I'm doing the best for my family and our people to give them the blueprint to be successful. And so for me, I know people at ESPN, you know, they talking cold words, but we know over here we don't talk cold words. And no cold words over here. A bunch of BS to me. I said, y'all know what you were doing. So this is what I'm saying. If you're a racist motherfucker, put your fucking name on it.
Fact.
Put your fucking name on it.
Yep.
Don't we tired y'all hiding and from that's what I'm saying. It's the good old boys and girls club. Yeah, people say, why you say the girls? Because they do have they do have a woman that owns the team too, I believe in the Raiders. So it's a good old boys and girls club. Then you talk about the fucking Giants. The Giants never really have a black quarterback. I only said Geno Smith play a half a season. So to me, come on. I said, come on. So when people said that things changed, certain things ain't changed. This NFL is still dirty. This fucking NFL got so much dirt on their motherfucking shield. We can go on and on and on, Brother Mace.
Yeah. That's what it's really all about. Because there is no reason why this young boy should be dehumanized like this.
For what?
They are hitting him so bad that if God forbid he doesn't get drafted today. God forbid if he does not get drafted today.
Well, if you don't get drafted, Brother Mason, I'm letting you know right now. I'm going to get him. Hit you with an email. I'm killing them. They think it's something today. Let him not get drafted. You hear it first with Mason. I'm going in. I'm really going. But if, like you said, dehumanized and everything. So you said them other quarterbacks is better than Shador. Y'all gonna tell me that I forgot what team it was that draft that y'all draft this quarterback from Oregon. You say he better than Shakur. Now Cam, I'm not saying listen, he draft number one and stuff, but I'm just saying y'all say he better than Shakur. The other quarterbacks is better than him.
No,
that's what you're saying.
No. What they're trying to tell us is. Negro, don't you dare come into our world making demands.
Right.
Allen Iverson, this happened to. And it's mighty funny how once they got rid of Iverson and basically gave the league to LeBron, this league has been shit. That NBA has been shit. That's why I don't even talk about it.
Yeah. But see, you know what? You know, they see. This is the thing, LeBron. I gotta get off and feed the field, do my life. But this is what I'm saying. Cause see, LeBron is a company man. They trying to make Shakur is a company man. He ain't no company man.
No.
He's not a company. His father, if you know his father, they know it's a company man. The people say, what do you think is a company? What is a company man? The ones that want to play with the system. Still, like Brother May saying, dehumanized, but they don't care. And so this is what I'm saying that is this that understand what Brother Mace is talking about. Because he's talking about the history, the past and the present. NFL shield is dirty. Got a lot of blood, a lot of our blood on it.
Right.
You better understand that. And it's right now. You got close to 80% of African Americans play in this dirty shield of the NFL. And y'all ain't want to say nothing about it.
Dolphins 4 picks away. Jets took Ariel Green, wide receiver from Georgia. That was a good pick for them. Jets.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, like 4 minutes ago. Yeah, while you was talking.
Okay, yeah, that's good. We need a wide receiver. Well, Mace, I got to get up and do my life, but I just want to let people know. Listen what Brother Mace is saying, please, and understand. If you don't believe Brother Mace, go back in history.
You ain't lying.
It's dirty.
Yep.
It's real dirty. And then people say, "Oh, that's happened in the past." We in 2025, and it's still happening right now. So
Yep.
it's okay. This y'all the same motherfuckers that praising God. Y'all think, but at the same time, y'all think it's okay that another human being dehumanize another human being. And I'm
And
talking about
here's
us
the
as a people.
and here's the sad part. This is his baby we're talking about. They're doing this to him through his son. That's what makes this look bad. I don't want
Yes,
to hear people say that this kid sucks. This kid is clearly the best quarterback in this draft.
yes.
Everybody knows this. They're talking about this on NFL Network, okay? He's the best quarterback in this draft, but this is the white man showing superiority over the black man. This is what this is about.
Right. And so go. I'm gonna say one more. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
So this what I'm saying, brother Mason. You's absolutely right. So this the way we say, me and Mason, others saying it to your Mason man. Put your fucking face and name on it.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Put
gonna
your
tell you what.
fucking name and your
No, I'm gonna tell
face.
you one more thing. These people who are doing this to Dion, they're higher than Goodell. They're the ones who pay Goodell's salary. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Goodell got his hands tied, so don't blame Roger Goodell. These
No, you
white
can't blame him. No. Mm-mm.
He got Goodell's hands tied
He
behind his
can't
back.
do nothing.
He
Only he
can't do
just gotta
nothing
sit in
about this.
his right. Only he gotta sit in his back seat and don't say nothing. He can't.
You can't. No,
He can't.
can't do nothing
All
about
right.
it. These are powerful
Yeah.
people. Hey, come if you can. I'll be up. Just pull up, all right? When
All
it's
right. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna be around. I mean, nobody don't get for the panel. I'll be back. I
all
just want
right,
to get
man.
this off, brother Mason. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, 1000%.
I gotta get this shit off, man. So
All
I'll
right,
be
man.
most likely I'll be back, man.
All right, I'll see you in a little while.
Got you.
All right, man. The great underrated darkness right there. All right, Miami's 3 picks away, and we will focus on the Dolphins. Let me see the players who are left over. Let me see something. Oh man, they had a good ticker yesterday. I don't know what the hell happened to it. Let me see. All right, let me go back up. So you heard Grinder. You know how I feel about this, and I'm not even irate. I'm saddened by this. Matter of fact, I'm sickened by what's happened to this young boy. And if you want to blame Dion, go ahead. I don't blame Dion. I don't. So they don't give me the ticker I had yesterday. So let me start over. Let me find a ticker. Ugh, you know, it's sad. I didn't think about it this way when I went to bed last night, but when I woke up again at 5 a.m., it hit me. It really hit me with the way shit is happening. All right, now I got up to date. Shamir Dyke, wide receiver, Florida. He went to Tennessee. Jaguars took Bayshiro, two running back, Virginia Tech. Cam Scatterbull, that's a good player. He went to the Giants are having a good draft. I can't deny what the Giants are doing right now. San Francisco, I know this is going to make Ites happy. Took one of his guys, defensive tackle C.J. West of Indiana. He's on the thumbnail. If you look at the thumbnail, he's in the upper left. He goes to the Niners. Miami's 2 picks away. Carolina is next. Danny Stutzman, Oklahoma. Ty Robinson, Nebraska went to the Eagles. Jets took Arian Smith from Georgia. And C.J. West now going to the Niners. We got Carolina who made their pick, Arizona, then Miami. So, but let me get back to Shador. I think it's very sad what they made this young child go through. And no father want their son to be dehumanized like this. Because, folks, seriously, you want to put him, the lowest this kid goes is 2 at quarterback. He ain't no damn Jackson Dart. Okay? He's better than that. Okay? You want to put Cam Ward over him as number 1? All right, fine. He should have been number 2. Let me put my bets in. You know I'm betting the hockey today. Let me see who's. I know who's playing. I just want to know the odds before I put my money down. But this is what America is. What's happened to this young man towards black men. So Carolina's having a good weekend so far in the draft. So so Carolina took Trevor Etienne. He goes to the Panthers. All right, Arizona's pick is in. Miami is next. All right, Cody Simon goes to the Cardinals. So, all right, Miami's on the board. I would say their needs today are cornerback for sure. That should be number one. Number two, another big, beefy offensive lineman. And it wouldn't hurt if they take, with this pick, an edge rusher with this pick. So, just getting my bets in today. I'm just going to take Golden State today. I think Miami's going to play tough at home today. All right, the Texans have moved to the Dolphins spots. The Dolphins are not picking here. I'll find out the details in a couple minutes. Houston is picking here. So the Dolphins drop down. All right, Moss, let me know. Good job by CK. Dolphins get a third rounder next year for this pick. That's a good move. So the Dolphins move down. And that's why Moss is the best. Right there. What CK just did, hit me up. He said, Mace, this is what they did today. This is what they're doing. And good looking out by Moss. Thank you, Moss. Appreciate you, family. So the Dolphins drop out of this pick. They get an extra third round pick out of it. Good for the Dolphins. So I made my hockey picks for tonight and today. I'm going to take Tampa Bay plus a goal and a half. I'm going to take Minnesota plus a goal and a half. Who the hell knows what Vegas team is coming? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take Ottawa tonight. I'm going to take Moss's always right approach. I'm going to take Ottawa to win. I think Toronto will give them a win. And I'm going to take the late game. I'm taking Colorado to even the series up at 2-2. And the NBA, I'm taking the Warriors tonight. That's the only game I'm picking. The Warriors. -3 at home against Houston. Over 211 points. And those are my picks for today. So Dolphins trade out. Got a third rounder. Good job by Chris Grier. Oh, the Warriors is over 205 points. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. I took the Cavaliers -5, Lightning, Wild, Ottawa, Colorado. Those are my picks for today. All right, we go find out what the Dolphins got out of this pick. Next time, let me make sure. So the Dolphins trade out of this pick. All right. So I talked about Shador Sanders, what's happening there. Dolphins trade out of the pick. I'm gonna try and find out what else besides getting a 3 next year. All right, Woody Marks from USC goes to the Titans. I mean to the Texans. All right, Sean Payton said some things about Shador Sanders. Let me read what he said because I don't want to make this out of. I'm just going to make this into what we want to talk about here, the draft. I already talked about Shador, and all black men should here in America should learn from this lesson. All right, this is from Sean Payton. Shador Sanders is a great quarterback. He is the best quarterback in the league. He is the best quarterback in the league. All right, like I was saying, you didn't hear me. Let me say it again. What I just said. Sean Payton said that for the teams who are passing on Shador, beware, because this kid can play in this league. I totally agree with that, and he is the best quarterback in this draft. I don't know who's the best player in this draft. I don't know. All right, the Rams took Jaquez Hunter from Auburn, running back. Oh man, I got a long. I probably got another hour before the Dolphins. I gotta see what else they got out of this. Maybe Moss can tell me what they got extra third rounder. All right. And again, congratulations to Jason Taylor that his son Mason was picked 41st by the Jets. All right, Billy Bowman Jr. goes to Atlanta. Atlanta's having a good draft weekend. All right, I found what I was looking for. It was on Sporting News. All right, Miami has 143, 150, and 155 in the fifth round. As I'm looking up draft picks. Check out the sixth round now. Oh, Miami did get a sixth rounder out of it. Good. So Miami has 143, 150, 155, and they got 179 in the sixth round. Okay. All right. So we got the Dolphins straight. They got Houston's pick in round 6. So they don't pick for another 24 picks. So let me go around sports then, since the Dolphins are not picking for a while. Let's begin last night in the NHL. We'll begin in Edmonton. That was the late game. I stood up for it and did the entire game out in Edmonton. Now, there was a lot of controversy in this game. LA was up 4-3 with 6 minutes to go. Van der Kane scored a goal which the Kings felt went off his skate, that he kicked it in, and the review showed it didn't, and then the Oilers just went crazy. A front of those hillbillies out in Green Acres, out in Edmonton, and the Oilers went buck wild. And I think for the Kings, and I said it before, like Winnipeg, this series is not over, and it's going to come down to Game 5. And remember, this Edmonton group did win Game 7 in Vancouver last year. And they won Game 5 in Dallas last year. Okay? And they won Game 5 in Florida last year. Well, I'm saying the Oilers can win a Game 7 in LA. And that series is long over. Long over. And Kane definitely let his presence be felt last night. Devils in Carolina, who cares? Devils win in double overtime, 3-2. They had a 2-0 lead, choked it away late in the game, went into double overtime, and the Devils now down 2-1. Who cares? And in the early game I did last night, Montreal as a city was electric. The building was electric, and the Canadiens, like Edmonton, exploded in the third period and went on to beat the Capitals 6-3. As I tested this other player went just now. So Tennessee picks. Dolphins are a long way now. They're all in the 5th and 6th round and 7th round. So the Dolphins got 3 5s, a 6, and 3 7s. They got 7 picks late in the draft. So let's see who's available out here. Like I said, Dolphins need a pass rusher. They can use a linebacker, definitely a safety in the corner, another guard. So they can do what they have to do today. Buccaneers pick is in. Let's see what happens. Let me check my mail for today. All right, they got the fans making a pick. I don't have a problem with it because I'm really not paying attention. Now I can watch the hockey game because Dolphins don't pick the label. Let me click it to my TBS. Watch some hockey. Already bet on my games. Made my bets today. Something I'm going to talk about this week is how New York is trying to legislate the gambling here. So right here, folks, ain't going anywhere. So hockey is behind me. Only NBA game I took today was the Warriors. So I know it's gone dead a second. I'm reading my mail. Something important has come. Go back up here. as the Miami uh, as the Panthers are coming on the ice, the light show in Miami. No one does it better. Okay, give me a little second. There we go. All right, Panthers and Tampa about to get on the way. So, not much to talk about right now. I already did Shador Sanders. How much more do you want me to do? So, let me take this phone call. All right, I got the hockey behind me. No score. Good crowd down in Miami. And this goes to show you. You know what I'm saying? This goes to show you. You never know. So, as this draft moves along, all I'm just doing, everybody, is just chilling today. Let me see something. All right. So let's wait and see what goes on, folks. So, well, quiet day, gang. Very quiet. Nothing going on but this draft. And people still waiting to see what happens with Shador Sanders today. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, it's over here just chilling. See what else is going to happen. All right, Florida just scored. I'll let you know who scored for the Panthers. All right, Matty Chuck scored his third goal of the playoffs. right. I'll tell you, if Tampa get whooped today, you may see some changes in Tampa, folks. You may see some serious changes in Tampa this summer. If Florida sweeps them, it's going to be some problems in Tampa. Because right now, I can tell you by looking at this game, taking a peek at this game so far, Florida is the much fresher team. And for all this Vasilevsky hype, uh, he sure ain't looking like the guy who they like to brag about. So Chuck scored his third, 1-0. Uh, 1-0 Florida. 6 minutes in. Uh, Always me doing the job, right, folks? Moss having a good time with his football, which is soccer. Me, I'm just chilling. As I always do here. So, just enjoying the afternoon, folks. That's what I'm doing. Just showing stupid baseball. Be back week or two. So I don't know what the hell has happened to Tampa. Let me see. Let me check up on the draft. See what number they're on. Damn, they're only up to 129. Got 14 more picks to go. All right. I'll be right back, everybody. I'll be back. I'll be right back, everybody. Jalen Lane went to the Redskins from Virginia Tech. Jalen Travis, offensive tackle from Iowa State, went to the Colts. Dylan Sampson, running back Tennessee, great pick. But Browns are having a good week. A lot of teams are having a good weekend. See, this is what happens when you're filling needs and not trying to get the big star. Because there is no big star in this draft. He's not being drafted yet. So we'll be right back. Be back in a minute. Oh. chilling, taking my time, doing things. All right, Miami's 11 picks away. So get back to this hockey game. Still 1-0 Florida, with just under 7 minutes to go in the first. A goal by, of course, Maggie Chuck. All right, Ruben Hypolite, linebacker, went to the Bears this now, and I saw Quinn Riley, cornerback, gets picked, kid from Louisville, and Malachi Moore, safety from Alabama. So we're just about done with round 4. Then round 5, I'll be all in it because the Dolphins got 3 picks. They got a 6-rounder and 3 setups. So bad weather, New York City Jays postponed. Really? Because it ain't raining outside. I'm surprised. Gato, Chuck scored, yeah. Jalen Lane, Redskins. Okay. Moss keeping me up. So, well, I tell you, Chuck is flying today, boy. Watching this first period, it's like, how can I say this? I think Big O said it best the other day. The Panthers know how to pace themselves now that they are champions. Let me hold that thought. Like I was saying, so Moss told me that we're going to have rain today, but they could have played this game. It ain't raining outside right now. I just asked my mother who called. She's on her way here to relax, watch the rest of the draft. She's mixed about Sanders, but I talked about Sanders already. All right, the end of the 4th round is about to come. 5th round is all Dolphins, and they got an early 6th round pick. After that, I'm going to take a break, watch some hockey, make some dinner, and then I'll be back for the wrap up of the draft, the 7th round. So let me do the Dolphins here and their 6th round pick, and then I'll take a break, and then I'll come back for the ending of the draft to wrap it up, and we'll do the Dolphins grades in here. So, well, I tell you, they hit it down in Miami, folks. They were hitting down there. Woo! All right, Jalen Royals. That's who Jordan Love wanted the Packers to take. Utah State. He goes here in late 4th round. And, I hope Moss is listening because I got something to say to him. It's funny. When you look at the teams who are drafting high, okay, And then you look at the teams who are making moves. The one thing this draft is proven, and I apologize when I'm wrong, and I'm wrong about this. So this is for you, Moss. I'm wrong about this. Teams are treating this draft with all the trading. They are treating this draft like this is the greatest draft. You know why this draft is good? And I said this before. When you need a position, Miami's a perfect example of this. They needed a guard, they needed a nose tackle. They got both first two nights. What did the Dolphins do today? Traded down, got a third next year and a sixth tonight. What did I tell you? Dolphins are going to go hunting, beginning with pick 143. 143, pick 150, 155, and pick 179. And after that, folks, I'm going to take a break, make some dinner, and then I'm going to pop up again when the draft is over and give a wrap up about this draft, which to me is surprising. I've never seen more A's given by draft experts like they're giving this draft. And I love the Dolphins two picks, yeah, Thursday and yesterday. What they do today is going to tell you all you need to know. These next four picks are going to tell you something for Miami. Where they go, who they get, and there's a lot of spots open for the Dolphins. You got guard position, you got linebackers, safety, corner. That's all available for them now. And we'll see who they pick. I will be back in a few. Give me a few.
I don't even bother. Hello?
I just said to everybody, I said what's up to Grinder again, and I also told that boy to pull up if he's in the chat. You can pull up that if you want to. Grinder, I think is on a phone call right now, and then I'll wait till Grinder comes back. I already addressed uh Shador Sanders to start this show, so I'm not gonna go back on Shador now. All right, Titans take elite animal receiver from Stanford. As we're rolling here, I apologize for some of the quietness, but it's fucking dead today. All right, Tampa Bay has tied Florida at the end of one period, 1-1. Gunsu, what else is new? Gunsu scored, and Tonka Hemingway from South Carolina had a lot of their players go the last couple of nights. Jalen Royals, Utah State, went to the Chiefs. Okay, he went to the Chiefs. That was a good pickup by the Chiefs. He's going to work well with Mahomes. Two more picks in round 4, and then we go to round 5. And that's where the Dolphins got 3 picks. They made a trade today. They moved down with the Houston Texans. They got the Texans' 3rd round pick next year and a 6th round pick in this draft. So the Dolphins are back to 7 picks, which is a good thing. If you're a Dolphins fan, it's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. And so New England trade. New England. Let me read this right. New England trade into nice Titans traded in Eric Moore, Stanford receiver. Boom. Moss is really into this draft. I'll be into this draft in the next what pick we at right now? I'll be into this draft in a few minutes. I'm watching the hockey game. I got it behind me. 1-1. Gunsu scored to tie the game late in the first period. 2 more picks in the 3rd round, then we're 5 picks away from the Dolphins in the 5th round. Next year, maybe? Maybe, yeah. I'm glad they got a 2nd, 3rd rounder for next year. Let's hope they can pull off getting a 2nd rounder for next year. That would be nice. That would be real nice. Talking to CK Moss here through the chat. That would be real nice. So, hey, right now, I have no complaints. They got 4 picks between 143 and 179. Let's see what they do with those 4 picks. If I am them, I will go corner, safety, running back, and another defensive tackle, or I'll go line, tackle again, guard and tackle again. Uh, Safety and corner. That's where I will go. Right, Manzano says, Mace, I think Miami is going to draft two corners back to back if our pictures are back to back. It's going to be Darian Strong out of Texas San Antonio and Zach Frazier. Okay? Manzano wants to come up. Can. Here we go. A lot of teams doing well because a lot of teams are fulfilling their needs. And this is not a sexy draft. This is your scouts. This is the type of draft your scouts shine, folks. If you got good scouting, this is the type of draft that they're going to shine. A lot of teams are getting A's. I mean A's. A lot of teams are getting A's. Would you be okay with drafting all defense DBs, two safeties, two corners? Oh, yeah. I would like to, Tony, I'm going to be honest with you. I would like to see them with these next four picks they got. 3 fifth-rounders and a 6th-rounder they got from the Texans. What I want them to do is fulfill needs. Get another defensive tackle. Get another offensive guard. Get a DB and a safety. Yes, I will go that route. Just being honest. Chuck scored for Florida. Gunsu tied it late in the first period for Tampa. 1-1 after. It's like I said, today is about the Dolphins up here today. If something happens with Shador, he gets picked today, fine. But this is all about the Dolphins. Manzano doesn't mind drafting 2 DBs and 2 safeties. Tony's welcome to come up if he wants. Me, I'm just relaxing, folks. All right, Patriots took defensive lineman from Florida State, Joshua Farmer. And San Francisco got the last pick of the 4th round, excuse me. A lot of quarterbacks, but Quinn Ewers, Shedeur Sanders, the Syracuse quarterback, none of them have been taken yet. Beautiful day in Lambeau, in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Going to be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon out there, Middle America. All right. The 49er fan is out there. He was the fan of the year, I guess 2 years ago. Yeah, this man's from Australia making the pick. All right, Jordan Watkins from Ole Miss, he goes to the Niners, and the 4th round is complete. As we getting ready for the 5th round. Manzano was up here. There he is. What's up, Tony? Tony dropped off and I brought him up. Tony, let's come back up. I just pressed you to come in. Hope Tony, there he is. Tony's back with us. There he goes.
Sorry. How are you today?
I am good. Did you like the Dolphins' first 2 picks?
Honestly, Mace, I I've gotten in an argument with people about that pick. I'm saying you need to actually watch the tape with him. He was the one getting double teams to open. It was the other way around. It wasn't Mason Graham getting the reason why Mason Graham got picked before is because he's a little. I'm not saying he's a bland pick. He's just safe. He's he doesn't have. He's a guy you can start day one. Day one, a guy like Kenneth Grant. He still needs development, but you can start him day one while still developing him. But a guy like Mason Graham, he's like my God, who did I can't remember. It was last year or the year before. They said the previous mission, the guy who the Lions drafted a couple years ago, Aiden Hutchinson. It was the same thing with him. He was a safe. Everyone knew he did. Aiden Hutchinson was a safe pick because he doesn't really need a ton of development going into the NFL. He's already technically proficient in everything and stuff like that. And honestly, I said this too. Even if we traded down, I don't think we would have got him and stuff like that
Okay.
because the Falcons, the Buccaneers, any outside of the Colts, most of the teams behind us wanted a defensive tackle from 20 from 15 to 2022. Everybody wanted a defensive tackle. You saw the run that happened after that,
Yeah.
after the Titans,
Yeah.
and Walter Nolan scares me. His 1 year of production scares me, and also he didn't show up in the biggest games with Ole Miss against Georgia. He always got eaten up by when went up against Georgia, Texas, and Alabama.
Yeah.
He disappeared. He didn't have any impact on the game throughout his career. That's what scares me about Walter Nolan specifically because of the fact that when you look at Kenneth Grant, he actually showed up against Ohio State and Penn State, where he actually caused the quarterbacks serious issues and stuff like that. And
Yeah. Go ahead.
do you agree with me?
Yeah.
And the comparison I had for him, remember David Bowens?
Yeah.
He's like David Bowens. He just has more upside as a pass rusher at defensive tackle. That's the only difference. He's a big nose tackle, but as he gets older and adds more strength, he's gonna give
Yeah.
you more ability to pass rush.
You asked me a question in the chat. What I would do with these next four picks?
Yeah.
You said you would go all DBs. You'll go two safeties, two corners, right?
No, I'm asking, would you be okay with that if the Dolphins
No.
did that?
I want the Dolphins to get another beefy offensive tackle, another defensive tackle, or a pass edge rusher. The kid from
Oh,
Georgia still out there.
so
And I will take a
so
DB and a safety. That's what I will do with these next four picks.
yeah, yeah. And the reason why I brought up Dorian Strong and Zaw Frazier is from UTSA. Dorian Strong is for Virginia Tech. He's, to me, of the corners in this draft. Wait, I have to get off real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, Manzano left. Let's let you know what Carolina is going to do. They took defensive tackle Cam Jackson from Florida. All right, Dolphins are 3 picks away. And like I said, I will stay with you here as I don't know, these guys talking this wrestling. This guy is on the phone. I Melina, I don't think Tony's thinking about uh, hockey right now. I think he's like a lot of us Dolphin fans. These next four picks are gonna shape. You got me doing the Dolphins today. What did I tell you? And we will enjoy all weekend. I know I will. And you enjoy your sweep tonight, not. Because I do see the Leafs sweeping the of the corners in the draft. Darian Strong from Virginia Tech is the most ready to play. Okay. What's up, Tampa Supreme? Sanders not going to get drafted. God, I hope not. God, I hope not. It's good to see you, Tampa. How's life treating you, man? You know I'm high on your Buccaneers. You know that. I like your Buccaneers a lot. I really do. I think the Buccaneers are top three team in the NFC. I'll say it's the Rams, Eagles, and Tampa are the three best teams in the NFC. All right, the Ravens about to pick. When the Dolphins finish picking, they're going to be gone from once they pick at 155. They won't be picking again to 179. I'm going to take a little break and start getting my dinner started. Do you think the reason why Sanders isn't drafted is because no GM or coach wants to deal with his father? Of course. Of course. They take Sanders. Mom just came from a church function, and she's staying with me until she feels better. And she asked me, was Shadura picked yet? I said, no, not yet. So the Ravens take the nose tackle. Let me make sure so I don't have to give you people lies. I'll give you people truth. This is why I'm staying on this. Yeah, Tony, that's one of the main reasons why they didn't pick what you call it. They ain't taking the kid. He's gonna be picked, but this is bad, man. And here's the crazy part, people. Honestly, he's the best quarterback in this draft. All right, tackle Carson Vincent of Alabama A&M. He goes to the Ravens. When the Ravens draft you, they know what they're doing. I'm gonna get back to the hockey game after the Miami picks, and I'm gonna take a break after the Miami picks, and I'll be back. I'll be making dinner. I'll be back for the seventh round, late in the seventh round. The Dolphins got late seventh round picks. So I'm gonna make me some dinner. Dolphins are next after. I can tell you right now. Uh, Dolphins are after the Seahawks. Seahawks having a good draft. So Sam Howell gets traded to the Vikings. Sam Howell and a fifth rounder goes to the Vikings for this pick right here that the Seahawks are about to make. So Sam Howell is gone. Sam Howell out. This is the Seahawks. Seahawks at 2 seconds and 2 thirds. Good for them. They're having a nice day. They got their quarterback of the future in Muro. Sam Donald's only there for 3 years, folks. So the Seahawks got rid of their uh, got rid of Sam Howell and flipped fifth rounders, which isn't bad. Dolphins are next. All right, it's this during the second period down in Tampa. All right, it seems the Seahawks picked defensive tackle Riley Mills out of Notre Dame. Okay. I mean, the later you pick, you don't pay any money. And Dolphins going to pay their first two picks. Everybody else, they don't have nobody else. They got rid of it. Traded down, got a fourth round pick, and got a third for next year.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
All right, I'm sorry. I was always muting.
I'm back.
Yeah, I know you. I heard you. I just said that the Dolphins take the big beefy defensive tackle Phillips out of Maryland just now, and I just said to you, we talked about Sanders earlier, and it looks
Mhm.
more grinder that he's not going to get drafted,
No, he's not gonna get drafted.
which is crazy. Which is crazy.
It really is, and you know, let me tell you what on my live brother Mace, and I was mentioning like some of the points that we was talking about, and there are some people that keep on bringing up his record 13-12. That's a winning record, right?
It is, but that's not the reason why he's not being
Right,
drafted.
exactly. But these are the people they want to keep on bringing it up, keep bringing it up. So I broke down the history, how they treat us as players, especially us as quarterbacks. They want us to switch another position.
Mm-hmm.
And the other things we have still have the other social. And you know, there are some people keep on thinking everything is not racism. I've never said everything racism. So you gonna tell me the policies of that shit NFL is not racism? I said it doesn't mean when you have close to 80% of African Americans playing for this year the NFL, it doesn't mean that it's the certain things going on. It's not racism. So what is we talking about?
Yeah.
When you dehumanize another person, you know, what is we talking about here?
You're right. You're right, bro. I'm not, it's sad. It's just so sad that, boy. Uh, so let me get this straight. Because Dion is flamboyant, he has a lot of swag. His son has these rappers like True Lock or whatever his name is hanging out with him. And I said 2 years ago, Brian, up here, they was gonna do this to him. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't think they was gonna do it to him like this.
And it goes to show when we talk about racism, when we talk about everything going on, you got some people think that the NFL changed. They ain't changed.
Nope.
Times changed, but the policies and the way how they go about business has not changed.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's they don't want to talk about that, Mace. They don't want to talk about that.
No, no. It's crazy, man.
You gonna tell me you gonna draft a quarterback that was not even mentioned in the NFL draft? That is, y'all said that's bad as should do.
Melina's saying hello to you in the chat, Grinder.
Oh, hello.
Oh man.
Hi, Miss Melina. How you doing? Nice. Keep up the fun. Keep up the great work. Keep up the great work. I see you. But I mean, that's what I say is a good old boys and girls club. It is. But we do
Yeah,
got some owners that are part owners that are women in the league. So they part of it too.
of course they are. All right, the Cleveland Browns select Shador Sanders.
That's what I'm
So the
talking
Cleveland Browns.
about. Light them up.
So the punishment by the higher ups is over. Shador Sanders, and he will start because the Browns didn't take a quarterback. They got their quarterback, and he's not going to be making anything. So Shador Sanders is the new quarterback of the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, he's a starting quarterback, y'all.
Yes.
That's good. Like you said, the high ups is done. the elite punishment is done.
The boy got humble. Hey, and let me say more. Hey, Morse, they took your boy too, the quarterback from Oregon. So I guess those two will battle out for the number one job in Cleveland.
Oh, please. You know who's going to win that one, though.
I tell you, that kid from Oregon is pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's true. But you think he better than no Shador, though?
Yeah. So the Cleveland Browns get Shador Sanders for a bag of peanuts.
Yeah. So I guess the quarterback of Oregon will be the
So that's
backup.
it. Yeah, I mean that's it for me with the Browns for the draft. I just wait for what the Dolphins do.
God.
So the
There are a lot
league.
of people thought, huh?
No, I was just gonna say. So the league said, go ahead, draft them.
Yeah. It's okay now. He
It's
got
okay.
punched enough. Yeah. Let him in, third round,
So
Oh, that's the fourth. It's fourth round, right?
this is the fifth round.
Oh, fifth round. Yeah, it's enough.
So Shador finally picked.
So,
So congrats to the family. Congrats to yeah, it's over now, and the white man
yeah.
took it off. I can tell you right now, the divesting and swirling community is not happy right now.
They not happy at all because they don't want him. They don't want him to get drafted at all. Nah, they don't want him. Not them.
Oh
I
man,
can tell you one thing. The elite do not want this either.
no, and I wouldn't be surprised if the league told Cleveland to pick him.
Yeah.
So
Let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest, man. It was not looking good for the NFL.
I don't think so either. But, what's something to
It was
celebrate for
not
goodness?
looking good. Everybody insert one C for what it is. Like me and you and a few others. It was not looking good. They got to use it. They got to use
Yo, LT, what's up, bro?
What up?
No,
it.
just chilling right now. You know me. I'm looking for this jersey catalog right now. Well, I'm talking to you. Oh
Who's that?
man, how's
Who's
your
that?
day? How's your
We
day
good,
going?
bro. Kind of chilly out here. Finna go to a car show. Meet up with my brother.
I noticed that you're wearing the winter parka today.
Yeah, it's a little chilly. So I was gonna go over there with the bike, but I figured let me go in my car. So I'm just getting it washed up real quick.
I feel you, man. How's life treating you, man? Everything good?
Everything's good, man. God's letting me wake up every morning, so I guess I'm doing something right.
So what's up,
Yeah,
man?
right.
Say what?
I got I got number one grinder up here with me. Underrated darkness. He's
Is
up
that
here
that
with me today.
familiar? Is that that familiar voice I hear?
Yeah, grinder. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. I'm glad that
So
everything's all right.
everything's good, man. Just trying to survive and just not worrying about tomorrow, you know, just living day by day, waking up in every morning, giving thanks to God. He let me open up my eyes. That's about it, man. Just trying to take care of myself, stay here as
You
long
at
as I
that
can.
you at that stage in life, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm at the relaxing mode. You know,
Yep. I know, my
live day,
brother.
live day to the fullest, but not the craziest no more. Live it to the fullest, but don't live it crazy anymore. But yeah, that's it, man. Just here and just trying to make it every single day, and you know, hopefully things get better financially, and see what happens with this presidency, what he does for us. You know,
Yeah, you're absolutely correct, man. The way this country is
oh,
going.
they're coming for you. They're coming
I,
for you.
I never worry about those sirens because I don't do crimes.
You don't do what?
Crimes.
Crimes. Yeah,
So
right.
I
No
don't.
shit.
So I never worry about the sirens.
You never have to worry about anything, man. If you live right, you ain't got to worry about nothing.
You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a beautiful day. It was cloudy, cold, it rained and shit. All of a sudden, the sun popped out, but it's windy. If it wasn't windy, it'd be decent. But let me see what the high is right now.
Yo, it's gonna rain here. We're gonna get the rain you're getting now. The weather's getting now around
The one you
25.
guys, the ones we got yesterday. Hey, no, this ain't the city, bro. This ain't the city. This is the suburbs, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see what we got out here. We at 52 degrees.
Hey, even though
Monday's
you're
supposed to
wearing
be
a
about
vest,
Monday's supposed to be about 80.
yeah, yeah, man. Well, I'm just doing the draft, and I'm gonna cook dinner. Then I'm gonna come back later, early in the evening, and do the wrap-up show and say who did well. Bears are doing great. We should try and get some tickets to see at least one Bear home game. They're gonna be real good this year.
Oh,
And I'm glad that, like you said perfectly, me and Grinder totally agree that we thank God to see another day.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing we can do in life. And I was saying last night to the guys up here that how much we should enjoy and appreciate life.
Yep.
Grinders with me and Jets are having a great draft.
what the heck?
All right, here we go. According to Ian Rappaport, for all you Shador Sanders fans, you're going to love what I'm about to say, according to Ian Rappaport. They will give Shador Sanders every opportunity to win the starting job in Cleveland.
Mhm.
Every opportunity. Because they believe if he can win the starting job, they got three number ones next year. They don't have to waste one on a quarterback. That is smart thinking by the Cleveland Browns.
Mhm.
That is smart thinking by the Cleveland Browns. So for all you Shador fans, the Browns are going to give that young boy every opportunity to win the job.
Mhm.
Mason, let me pay for this car, man. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. I'm not going anywhere yet. I'm going to wait till the Dolphins make three more picks, and then I'm going to make my dinner, and then we'll be back early in the evening and recap this entire draft. I can tell you right now, the Patriots to me are the big winners, followed by the Browns. The Jets are having a great weekend. Good for them. And like I said about the Jets, Aaron Glenn there, bringing a legend Jet player and a defensive mind at that, that is going to do wonders for the Jets.
Yeah. And also, those picks that the Jets had maybe was not a sexy picks, but it was a need.
Bro, you guys getting Jason Taylor's son high in the second round was the steal of the draft, bro.
Cause I thought he didn't last that long. I'm dead serious.
Great job
I
by
had
the
him.
Patriots.
I had him in the bottom first round.
Yeah. So Ian Rappaport reports Shador Sanders will get every opportunity to win a starting job. Good for him. And good for the
Yeah.
Browns.
Yeah.
Great for the Browns. Oh, team man will park his car. Uncle Mace, are you going to be on air tonight? Yeah, but not like deep into the night. No, when I come back after I cook my dinner, eat my dinner, the draft will be in the seventh round. That's when I'll pop back up here and do the rest of the draft. I expect Grinder to be here this early this evening. I'm not going to be on long, but we're going to recap the draft. And all right, Cowboys are picking now. We'll let you know who the Cowboys pick. I know Melina cares about that. Oh, and you got some guy working out. Who is this person working out to make the Cowboys pick? Okay, they were showing Shador Sanders jumping in the family pool, celebrating, and like I just reported the last couple of seconds, he is very happy right now. Why? The Browns have told him he has every opportunity to win the starting job. That's all that young boy needs to hear.
Yeah.
So, Miami's coming up. Miami got 2 picks. They're picking next after Dallas. And the Cowboys take Jaden Blue, running back out of Texas. Very good pick by the Cowboys.
Yeah, they need a running back.
Yeah, very good pick by the Cowboys. So the Cowboys take Texas Longhorn running back Jalen Blue with the 149 pick. Miami's on the board now. Miami picks 150, 155, and then they take a long break and pick 179. And after they make that pick, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to be cooking my dinner. Pork chop, rice and gravy, and mixed vegetables.
Oh my base! I need to come get some of that. Yeah, good. I like gravy on that much, but some gravy, some pork chop, yeah, some rice, yeah.
Hey, we're black men. This is what we love to eat.
That's all. Well, get back to the Jets though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jets made picks for need, and I'm good with that.
What's up, Los?
1 second.
Yeah, take your time. Everybody else, you know him as Dusty.
May.
I do.
What's going on, man? Are you happy with your pick? Grinder, you happy with your draft? Grinder?
I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm happy with the draft. You know, they draft what they needed.
Mm-hmm. I see you.
What they did? You said the Jets got the wide receiver from Georgia, right?
Yeah, with the 4th round pick.
4th round pick. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. I think a lot of teams are having a great weekend because this is a draft to fulfill needs.
Yeah.
What about you, Loss? You like your draft?
Hey, Max, can you hear me?
I hear you crystal clear. Do you like your draft this weekend?
We still don't have a quarterback.
And Shador just went to Cleveland.
1 second, man. Some ordering some food.
Yeah, go ahead. All right. I told Manzano, he asked me, should the Dolphins take 4 DBs with these next 4 picks? I said, no. You take a defensive tackle, an offensive guard, a DB, and you take a safety. Well, they just took Jason Marshall Jr. from Florida.
What you think about that pick?
I like that pick. I like that pick.
I think, is it safe to say, brother Makes, that after this draft is over, the teams only need to work on the add-on depth? Is it safe to say that?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I see.
All right, Mace, I'm here now.
All right, I got you. Let's go.
All right. So we still don't have the quarterback. Was Quinn Ewers selected yet?
Nope. A lot of the college guys with big names are still on the board now that Shador is off the board.
So I think we should go after Quinn Ewers. I mean, people look at I think he had a down year last year. He was obviously hurt throughout the year. He had the bad knee, he had the bad ankle, he had the bad neck. He was just hurt all year, and I think that's why he didn't play that well. So I think the stock is down. Go make a trade for him, and I think I'll feel good with our quarterback room.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, Geno Smith is 37, man. He was drafted in 2011.
But again, Lord, Pete Carroll loves the guy. He just gave him $85 million for 2 years.
But that's basically a 1 year deal, Mace. You play for 1 year, and if he earns the second year, he'll get the second year. But like if let's say they take a Quinn Ewers and Geno Smith tears a hamstring, Quinn comes in and wins every game. He's renegotiating or he's getting cut.
He's funny. Lord is still first underrated. Ranking is still first. Talking in NFL draft. I'm gonna say this honestly. This draft has surprised me. It really has. Because this is the first time in a long time I see teams drafting more for need than for best athlete available.
You know, man, I think that I see that too, bro. Like I, I don't understand how Shador slid so far though, man. I don't understand that. I think that
There
just
was
meant he didn't
one
work
thing
out.
I talked about this to start this today. Platinum is doing a whole 5 hours on it. They're punishing his father through the kid. This is me and Dawson said this
People
before.
don't hate Shador,
Roger,
they hate Dion, bro.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Roger Goodell's hands were tied on this. This is not Goodell. This is the people who pay Goodell's salary. This is corporate America who probably played against Dion in the whatever conference he played in with Florida State back in the late 80s, and they're getting back at him because now these people are the higher ups in the world.
Right.
All right, the Cowboys are traded up. Let's see what they're going to do here.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell
Cowboys
you
are having a
something,
good
man.
draft.
At first, I thought that we was gonna. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I wanted us to trade back in there and get Will Howard. That's what I wanted us to do.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to go back and get Will Howard, but I'm glad to see that we took 2 tackles. We needed both of
What team you got?
them. Raiders.
Oh, he's a
Okay.
Raiders fan.
Now I thought at first Shador was going to the Raiders.
I mean, I don't know why they didn't take him, man. I mean, to be honest, because I remember when they was about to start the second day yesterday, I was thinking to myself, I'd rather have Will Howard at the top of the second, and instead of trying to go get Shador, I'd rather have Will Howard and possibly getting another quarterback later on. That was my thought process. Mace, where you at, man?
I gotta ask him, do the Jets have another pick? I don't think we have any more picks.
What I'm gonna say, fellas, let you
Uh,
guys talk.
hey,
So,
oh, it
yeah,
says out of order.
what's out of order? Dusty's at
They ain't
the
got no
barber
CO2.
shop.
Brother Mace, do the Jets have another pick? Oh, that's it for us.
We got more picks.
Okay.
All right, this is the quarterback rating. Shador, number one. Cam Ward, number two. Jackson Dart, number three. Dylan Gabriel, number four. That's what I've been saying all along. He's the best quarterback in this draft.
Right.
Not even close.
I'm gonna be honest, Mace. The more and more I've been looking at Shador's film, I don't think he's a franchise quarterback.
What you think of him?
I think he'll be in the league for 10 years as a backup. Same
Wow.
thing.
No, no.
Same thing with Cam Ward. Cam Ward will be in the league 10, 12 years as a backup.
Yeah, that's
The
what
worst,
I don't know about Sanders, but Cam Ward, Tennessee's going to blow it again at quarterback.
May Shador is good, but he's like there's a
I know
lot of
what you're
mistakes.
trying to say. He's good. I agree with this. This is what Dusty is trying to say, folks. Shador is in the same category. If you want to put him in a category, he's in the category of Derek Carr when Derek Carr was with the Raiders. Uh,
No,
you think he's less than Derek Carr?
Derek Carr's better.
Okay. So what you saying then? He's in the category
Derek
Baker
Carr,
Mayfield?
of
Derek Carr is a franchise quarterback. Shador is not.
so what you
So
saying? He's in
you
the
said
same
Derek Carr is
category
a
as Justin
franchise
Fields?
quarterback?
That's what you
Derek
saying?
Carr is the Raiders franchise leader in damn near every category. I think that qualifies.
No. So I want to go back to what you just said. I want Grinder to chime in too. So you're saying he's in the Justin Fields category?
Right.
Um, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, Mace. I think he's a backup.
Okay.
He's smart. I like the way he processes things, but he's not a big kid. He doesn't have a big arm. Really accurate, but
Okay.
it's just he's gonna get beat up. He's not a good leader in the locker room, and
That's true. That's true. I will definitely agree with you.
I could just see like Miles Garrett slapping the shit out of him.
I can see that too. What do you
So
think,
you
Grinder?
said so you say he better than Justin Fields?
Yes.
I see him starts. I
No,
think
he
I see him starts right away. But Justin Fields, he still got to prove himself to be a
I'm gonna
starter.
let you guys talk. I'll be back in a minute. You
he,
guys
he's
can
not better than
talk now.
Justin Fields. Justin
I'll
Fields
be
is
back.
bigger. He's stronger. He's faster. He has a bigger arm. Shador throws the ball a lot better, but if you could teach Justin between the ears, he'll be a lot better.
I totally agree.
Now, don't get me wrong. I like Shador. I
I'll be
actually
back.
wouldn't mind getting him in Vegas, but do you? They're comparing Dion to LeVar Ball. That I had a problem with.
Let me say this though. There's nothing wrong than a father want the best for his son. And I think that the way I feel that they don't want anybody father want the best for their son. They never say nothing about it. But it seems like when it comes to us, it's a problem, and And some of their sons is not all that great either. So it's just for me that now I'm talking about this dirty shield of the NFL. They want to have their cake and eat it too. And
I, I,
business as usual.
I think they just wanted to basically let the players know y'all don't run shit over here, nigga. This ain't college, motherfucker. This ain't the NBA, motherfucker. You don't run shit over here. I think that's what that was.
Again, that I'm talking about history now. You know the way how they always treat the black players ain't no different. Just like Johnny Manziel, you look how many chances they get Johnny Manziel. They know what Johnny Manziel was doing, in college, but the NFL was giving him a lot of chances, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. Even you got Baker Mayfield. Look how many chances he got.
But Baker was actually good though.
I'm not talking about good. Understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about chances.
I mean, but
Back then, even right now, even like you got black quarterback. The black quarterback don't get all those chances as the white quarterbacks. They don't. Well,
I mean, I agree with you. I mean, because there is a such thing as Ben Rosenberg, so I mean, I'm not going to argue against that.
yeah. Look how many chances, he's look how many chances. We ain't gonna say the word, but come on.
But I don't think Shador deserved to slide down to round four. I don't. I think he was a. I think you could have took him in the late first round. Like I think you could take him over Jackson Dart if you're the Giants.
But Giants never really like anybody that is black that quarterback. Look what they done to Geno Smith when he was there. They didn't give him no help at all. They never gonna have a black quarterback and never will. They just did it because at that time they need a quarterback. But other than that, the Giants is always literally way. I'm originally from New York, so I know
You know
those.
what? You ain't lying. Your show did pass on Haskins.
It just there are some um franchise. If you're not gonna see you're not gonna see them having a black quarterback draft. I can say that about New York Jets too. That's my team. I say that.
Man, thank you. Man, my Raiders. I think we had a good draft this year so far.
Hmm.
It's still a few good players I'd like us to see, but I like that we took a corner. I like Porter. I like that we took two tackles. It's a lot of linemen in this draft, so I think we got a good value for what we took in the third round.
Yeah.
Uh, I like where we are, man. I like the receiver we took. Um, I mean, Jonte is Jonte. People probably thought Jonte is the best player in the draft,
No, y'all did well. I like what us as Jets doing too. I just want to see what them other picks that what we going to do. I think that's going to be rounded out. But so far, so good. We draft what we needed, and that's what I want. Draft what we needed.
I think we took the best players available at the positions we needed.
Yeah, I think brother Macy made a great point. I think that's what the whole draft is really talk about. Get the plays that you needed.
But I still wanted to see us go get Shador.
I thought y'all get shit done because he fits. He fits it. He fits your culture in the Raiders. I said, yeah,
I wouldn't say he fits our culture. I think he fits big. I think he's actually the opposite of what a Raider is, to be honest. Like, I don't think Shador is a Raider on the inside. I think Shador is actually the opposite. But I do think that Shador um, is good for Vegas because Shador is not going to get in trouble in Vegas. He's been famous his whole life already. So I think he comes to Vegas and I think he knows how to act. Where Mace at?
He back. He doing something. He doing.
I'm more worried about these Broncos, bro. Like how they let Broncos get man. The Broncos are looking crazy, bro.
Yeah, like the Patriots had done well. There's a few teams that did pretty good in the draft. Wait, y'all did good. Now there are some teams they pick other plays that I never heard before, and let's see what happens with those teams.
Hey, go ahead, keep on talking. Underrated.
So
You gotta excuse me, bro. You gotta excuse me. It's Saturday. I'm at the barber shop, and I had
no,
to.
no, 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 understand. Don't worry about you having your opinion. You want to look good. You get a click. I understand.
Yeah, I had to take me a lunch break and take me a break from slicing.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, you gotta do that. Yeah, don't worry
I don't
about it.
really, be, I don't really come around much no more, but I still come around to talk sports with Mace.
That's cool. I just finished did my live not too long ago talking about the drive and even talking about Shakira stuff. Shador, I mean, really talking about that. You see.
What you think about Shannon Sharp?
What about it?
I'm asking you. I'm asking what the underrated.
I mean, like you. I mean, like the bunnies are white, man. You like them. You know what's going on. I mean, you making all this money. You know they go after you. You know what I mean? So, you know what time it is. You know they gonna set you up with somebody that looks like you. The scheme on you.
Well, he's been fired.
Yeah, what do you expect? That's bad. Minor stuff, alleged. Yeah, as a black man, you gotta understand. When people offer you that bag, you a threat. You gotta be real careful. You gotta, you should. As a Shannon, you should know better.
Yeah, Shannon didn't trust the dust. That's why he out here. You know what I'm saying? Got this white bitch attacking his trust.
Yeah, he messing with you. I mean, yeah, man, you like that white cream, man. You gotta be careful. No, man, you know they after you.
Man, I ain't mad, bruh. Ain't nothing wrong with liking what he like, bro. I think for me,
I,
I ain't mad at him fishing. I ain't mad at him fishing
no,
in the
no.
snow.
Understand what I'm saying is this, right? I'm not saying nothing wrong. You like what you like, but understand when you like what you like, they're gonna set you up for a certain way, so you get caught. So you should know that. That's all I'm saying. You better understand. Not everyone wants you to succeed.
I'm gonna be honest with you, underrated. I'm I'm what 38 now. I can't go that young, bro. You talking about 19, bro? I couldn't do it. That's just me.
Yeah, but I'm
I,
saying, understand. This is what I'm saying. You're right, and I be 59 in June 4th. But I said this, I can't go that young either. But then but the other ones go young, yeah, but they didn't get caught. You're getting that bag. You know what's gonna happen. They're gonna throw some at you. You know that.
man, he should
But
have
this
hooked.
system would, because this system would protect their own.
Monique tried to tell him he need a bitch that bake cakes, that got mud flaps, that gonna make him some smoked turkey and some neck bones, and somebody just gonna love him. Rub his feet, put some Epsom salt in the water. I don't know. Me personally, like I don't know, bro. Like if I was, if I, and I'm not in that position, so I can't speak on what I would do because I ain't there. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, but I would matter. It would matter to me who I would, I wouldn't even want nobody that knew who I was. Now you ain't never watched football before. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. You ever heard of the Broncos? Well, I ain't heard of them. I ain't never like watched a football game or anything like that. Perfect. Hey, Maceo. Hey, that's what I'm gonna call Mace from now on. His name is Maceo, like the James Brown song. Do you think the reason why Sanders isn't drafted is because no GM or coach wants to deal with the helicopter parenting of Dion, or he's going to be correcting the quarterback coach all the time? Um, well, this is what I think. I think that people just wanted to humble him real quick. That's all. They just want to humble him. I don't think people dislike Shador. They don't know Shador. I think people dislike his daddy, and I think Shador just catching the strays because Shiloh got drafted in the first round, didn't he? Hey JT, Maceo. Let's see. Um, I don't think Dion's a helicopter parent. If Dion was a helicopter parent, he'd be trying to coach in the pros. I don't think Dion trying to coach in the pros. Why would he want to coach in the pros when you can make more money coaching in college, have more power coaching in college? You could even coach him harder coaching in college. I think the last thing Dion want to deal with is some lazy ass millionaires. see what else we got here. Of the corners in the draft, Dorian Strong is the most ready. You like him over Will Howard? Let's see. Mm, Mace, I think Miami's going to draft two corners. If our pitchers are back to back, I don't know if they did that. I think that well, Shador going to Cleveland, I just don't think that's good for him, man, at all. I think that's actually the worst thing to happen for him.
I'm back. I'm glad you guys held it down for me. Thank you, fellas. You guys can keep talking. I got things to say, but I'm gonna let you guys talk.
Nah, everybody, he left, Mace. JT gone.
No, Grinder's on mute.
Oh,
So just me and you chopping it up. Hey, look, they're gonna give Ian Rappaport said they're gonna give him every opportunity to win the job, and I do believe that.
I don't think Shador will do well in Ohio. Shador's not going
Why?
to do well in Ohio.
Why?
He's not going to do well for any team in Ohio. Not Cleveland, not Cincinnati, shit. Not the fucking University of Akron, motherfucker.
I believe he would have done well in your team. To me, that would have been the perfect fit, the Raiders.
The best place for Shador would have been anywhere in Texas or anywhere in Florida. What you think about Travis Hunter going to the Jags?
Hey, look, that organization is a sorry ass losing organization. I mean, let's be honest. Has Trevor Lawrence lived up to the hype?
No.
Okay. Has Jacksonville lived up to the hype?
Jacksonville hasn't been good since Saxonville.
There you go. There you go.
And the problem they had when they had Saxonville was Blake Bortles.
I know to do a standard, they showed when he was picked, him and his brother Shiloh was doing the gritty, and everybody was celebrating. My question is, what is Dion going to say about this on Monday? Because they're going to interview him. Somebody's going to get Dion on Monday. Because this was about Dion, why they did this to this child.
You know what
I
I would
mean,
say if I was Deion Mays?
yeah.
Well, the draft is over. He is what he is. He got drafted where he got drafted. Best thing you can do is show them why they shouldn't took you earlier. Draft is over. You already where you at.
I
Go
think
to
he would.
preseason and go beat Joe Flacco and go beat Kenny Pickett.
I don't think so. It's like my man said on ESPN. Those two guys might as well get ready. Now, Flacco will stay. Pickett's the one to be out.
Shadur's gonna win that job, but he's not gonna do well because just because it's Ohio. He's
Yeah,
not made. He is
he's
an
made
enemy to
it for
Ohio.
one.
The way he is in Ohio, he's like a
Yeah.
snake around a pig. The pig is gonna get him.
I know what you're saying.
You think what I'm saying? He's like a dog around a bearded dragon. He's gonna get him. It's like a rooster and a cat. They don't like each other, Maze.
Yeah,
Put it like this, Maze. No, would you agree with me when you say that where you play is as important as what you play?
yes,
As evidenced by, let's say, Sam Darnold.
yeah.
Jersey does not like Sam Darnold.
I agree.
He goes to Minnesota, does well, goes to Seattle. I think he's going to do even better.
I totally
But
agree with
New Jersey does not like Sam Darnold. Would you agree with me on that?
I totally agree. I totally agree with you.
Mace,
Yeah, he doesn't fit them. I agree. I totally agree with that statement. He doesn't fit them. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. I think him going. I think the only reason why I like him in Cleveland is because he's already being told he has every chance to win the starting job. That's all that little boy needs to hear. Uncle Mace, can you do money in the bank? When is money in the bank? I doubt if I can do it. When is that class? Tell me when that is. In the summer? Maybe I'll think about it. But back to real seriousness, the NFL. I like what I saw what the Dolphins did with their two picks, and I like those picks. I like what Miami's done.
did y'all
Hello,
take two corners?
how are
Did y'all
you?
take two corners like y'all supposed to?
Yeah, we did what
I'm
we had
telling
to.
you, Shador going to Cleveland is going to make him flunk out of the league. Watch, Mace.
Well, Ward already sent a letter to a tweet to the kid. He said, "Don't worry about what happened to you. Just come to work and prove everybody wrong."
Cam Ward is not that good. Shut up.
I know that.
Don't gloat because you got drafted and Shador did. Don't gloat. You're not that good,
Exactly.
homie.
I would agree with that.
You know who his comp is? Malik Willis. Shut up.
Hey, Malik Willis went 3-0 for the Packers last year when Love was hurt.
Cam Ward cannot throw the ball. Okay? Cam Ward cannot read the defense.
I totally agree. I saw his entire season. He sucks ass. I know this about him.
That's what
He
I'm
sucks
saying, though.
wicked.
But I think Cam Ward has a better chance of being successful in Tennessee than Shador does in Cleveland.
Okay. I'll give you a little pushback on that, but okay.
I mean, yeah, that's the worst place he could have went to in the whole nation.
The reason why I like him in Cleveland is because it's a fresh beginning. Cleveland's at the very bottom. He's a fifth round pick. They're not going to look at him as the savior.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Cleveland don't
Yeah.
like him. Cleveland don't like him. And I'm gonna tell you something. When the city don't like where you went, that motherfucker gonna end up going to jail or something out there. You just watch.
He'll be all right. The kid's going to be all
Where you play is important, Mace.
right. I agree with that.
Just like it was important for Darnold, it's gonna be important for Shador.
I agree with that. I agree.
Like for
Hello?
example, right?
Yeah.
Like Jalen Hurts, right?
Yeah.
The city of Cleveland, or not Cleveland, the city of Philly loves him because he won. But the city of Cleveland don't love Jalen.
You mean Philadelphia with Jalen Hurts?
You know what I'm trying to
Yeah, I know what
say?
you're saying.
The city of Philly does not love Jalen Hurts
I agree
because
with that. I agree.
they love him because he won.
But personally, they don't like him. I agree. He's not one of them. I agree with that.
And it's not because he's bad. It's because it's like a monkey and a tiger. They don't like each other. You dig what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like a pig. It's like a pig and a snake. They just don't like each other, and that's what's
Yeah, it's
going
like they
on.
didn't like they didn't like Donovan McNabb in Philadelphia.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's not to say he can't be successful. That's just something that he got going against him.
yeah. Like a lot of Miami doesn't like Tua.
You see what I'm saying, Mace?
Yeah,
Matter of fact, how old is Tua? When was he born?
I think Tua is 27 years old now. Yeah.
He ain't that old.
Hold that,
Hold on.
hold that point. I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Oh, let me just turn this food over. I'll be right back.
It was good until it was over. It was enough. I got that cow fit. That cow fit. Hold on, let me see how to is. May. I hope y'all like Draco. Oh, this mellow yellow. Sheesh. My little fella. Draco got that Draco the fuck I'm around for.
Yeah, that's listening to his music. I hope I don't get in trouble for it.
Hey, you better like Draco. That's what we listen to out here in Cali, Maze.
I tell your team, I know you don't care about them, but I tell your Seahawks are having a bang up draft.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are. Man.
I think you guys have the best secondary in the league right now.
Really?
Who's better?
Who's better than the Dolphins?
No, not the Dolphins. The
Seattle?
yeah,
You know, one thing I like about Seattle this weekend, not only they pick up their need, they getting rid of people. They traded Sam Howell today.
they pick up Sam Howell.
They traded him to Minnesota. And they're going to let him battle with J.J. McCarthy, they said.
They didn't want him battling with Darnold.
I don't think Seattle. He ain't gonna start over Donnie. Donnie got a sweet deal too. He got the same deal as Baker Mayfield, 3 for 100. That's what I'm talking about. That's what the Packers should have been with Jordan Love.
So
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
but so back to what we was talking about. Miami don't like Tua. Philly don't like Jalen. Uh, and but it's
New
different because
England,
you see,
you talking to black quarterbacks or everybody?
I'm talking about anybody. Like for
All
example,
right, Buffalo, New England, the Jets. They love the fans love who they got as quarterback. Cleveland up in the air. Pittsburgh definitely up in there. But Pittsburgh's gonna go with Mason Rudolph this year.
Mason's not good.
Who?
Oh, got those penalty, Mace. What you gonna do about that?
Can't they penalty? Hey, that's not my team. My team is home, baby. Yo, Mark, I love the draft so far for the Dolphins. They did everything I expected them to do. I do love this draft. Everything I wanted the Dolphins to do, they've done it. They got a safety, they got a corner, they've got two defensive tackles, and they got an offensive guard.
You know what would have been a good place for Tua or Jalen Hurts?
So, yeah, like what a lot of teams did. And Moss, if you're in the chat, I owe you an apology. You know why?
Right.
I like the fact that these teams are picking for need and not for best available option. That's where you get a lot of bust, Dusty, when you reach for best available play.
Nah, I think when you pick the best available player, that's when you do well, man. It's like, why do you think the Baltimore been so good? They didn't need a safety.
So Moss was right, I was wrong. I always admit when I'm wrong. So
Mace, they got starts to go with Hamilton. Tell me how nasty that is.
yeah, I agree. I agree. But I like what my team has done. He tackles nice. Yeah, yeah, Moss, you're right. We're doing what we're supposed to do. You're playing that West Coast hip hop. I believe that would be Kendrick Lamar. Am I
No,
right?
I'm playing white Indian music over here. We call this I call this the white Indians, the white Indian music. I just stepped out so I could smoke.
You see me running every like 10 minutes. I'm running because I'm making dinner.
I'm
Remember,
not mad, Mace, at my
I
draft.
make
I
my
thought I
own
was gonna
chicken.
come. I thought I was gonna come up here screaming about drafting Junty, but I'm really not mad, Mace.
And you signed him, you know that, right? 4 years, 31.8 million with a fifth-year option.
I
He was the
mean,
first
yeah,
rookie to
cause see, he wants to come where we at. Cause one, he know it ain't no competition, and
Yep,
two, he know he about to get the rock a whole lot with Pete Carroll as the coach.
you ain't lying.
I would actually put money on him winning Rookie of the Year, and shit, it might even be a long shot bet to put him up for MVP.
Defense, then a couple of DBs, DF, defensive front. Okay, that's what we did.
But
I
but
love
but so
it.
what you think about what I was telling you as far as the as far as like it's where you play that matters.
I agree. Pittsburgh, Mason Rudolph. The only reason why they're going to give him a chance because he's been there for 8 years. Cleveland is up in the air. Cincinnati loves Burrow. Houston loves
Stroud.
Stroud. Tennessee doesn't really like the kid who's there now.
I mean, they
Indianapolis,
shouldn't like him. He's not any good, Mace.
I agree. You're not. I'm not going
It-
to give you
like
argument for that.
Cam Ward is not better than Will Levis.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And if
He's
I'm a
not better.
like a Sean McVay, I would trade for Levis right now. He,
Like Cam Ward is not better than Will Levis, bro.
I agree. What else? Indianapolis does not like Anthony Richardson.
I
Jacksonville
mean,
is wearing tired of Sunshine.
yeah, Sunshine don't let a game.
Denver loves Bo Nix.
Yeah, but I mean, Bo Nix is 24, Mace, so you know he's not a rookie.
Yeah, Chargers love Herbert. Raiders are tolerating Geno. Cowboys not
Gene,
too crazy about that. You're right. Philadelphia.
they love Dak. They just don't like that the leverage that he has to get paid.
Well,
And
I
that's the
mean,
problem with the Cowboys because they always want to play they want to play a hardball even when they don't have the leverage. Like, and they never want to do shit when they're supposed to do it. Like, think about it. When they were supposed to sign Dak, who they signed? They signed Zeke.
yeah, yeah.
Think about it. Think about it when they had Sean Payton in office, when they had Bill Parcells in office, who did he choose? He chose T.O. instead of picking his coach who had a younger coach under his wing.
I agree.
Cowboys never make the right decisions, bro. The only decision they did right was paying CeeDee Lamb. They still even paid Michael Parsons yet.
They haven't
Like how
paid
the
Parsons yet.
but think about it. Like, look, bro. And I'm telling you this because I know well, I don't know, but this is how I think it goes, right?
Yeah,
How hard is it to negotiate a contract for, let's say, Max Crosby if you don't have a franchise quarterback?
yeah, it's true.
Like, you don't think that affects the negotiations?
I agree.
You don't think it affects a defensive player if there's a quarterback?
Yeah,
So if the Cowboys really wanted to sign Micah Parsons, if they really wanted to sign CD, well, they signed CD, but it would have been a lot easier to sign these people if you have Dak under contract, and they'll take less.
all right, Rappaport just said Dallas guarded. Mark Andrews will definitely be on the move.
The Ravens are trading Mark Andrews.
Yeah,
I mean, he had two big drops, so I mean, I don't blame him. But where would he go?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
I mean, nobody really needs a tight end. You know what I'm saying? Like, who needs a fucking Like,
Dolphins need a tight end.
yeah, you guys need a lot of shit though. You guys need a
Yeah, I
quarterback
know they
too.
do. That's why these next three seventh rounders they have and this sixth round pick. All right, the Lions have made a trade. And folks, this is not no big player trade. This is draft pick. So, and we're late in the draft. Not that much. Still smoking your stove?
Yeah, I'm smoking some a
Okay, I
gourmet
know.
a gourmet a gourmet cigar.
There you go. Give me a second. I gotta turn these chops over. Give me 1 second. I'll be
Yeah,
right
Mace over there cooking that swine. Man, and this is what I'm saying, Mace. You don't respect the brothers on the panel, Mace. You over there cooking that swine, and you got two brothers on here, who would never think of such haram in their life.
You're smoking exotic cigar right now on my platform. So I'll be right back. 1 second.
I like that exotic cigar. Uh, this guy. Nobody got nothing to say, huh? All right, as a Raider, fuck the Chiefs, fuck the Broncos, and fuck the Chargers. Man, how the fuck did the Broncos get so good, man? Like, did you see what the Broncos did in the draft this year, y'all? And then they brought in Dre Greenlaw, bruh. Like, what is going on with these Broncos? Like, fuck. Like, how we gonna compete in the AFC West with Geno Smith? This makes me sick to my stomach, y'all. Like, we have some good pieces, you know what I'm saying? But like, we need some of these tackles to step up, man. We need one of these motherfuckers to start. Like, man, my Raiders, we need to come together. I do like that receiver we picked up though. That boy go crazy. A gourmet cigarette.
So Dusty taking care of himself, some recreational cigars. Me, dinner is half done.
I'm back.
As when you're a single man, folks, you better know how to cook. Just trust
Hey,
me. The way
hey,
women
Mace,
are today, I can
hey,
cook. I said women today, they ain't gonna cook you a meal like they should.
hey, Mace. I'm gonna start
Yeah.
calling you Maceo like James Brown.
Why?
I don't know. I've been thinking of nicknames for everybody lately. Maceo. Come on, Maceo.
I'll accept that. That's not a problem. Man. I'll take it. How was the
Maceo.
week? Yeah, man. Yeah, but seriously, back to what you said. You're right. Yeah, again, Washington loves Jaden Daniels.
They do.
The Giants are waiting for Arch Manning next year. That's why Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston is there.
You can't wait on
Tampa,
You can't wait on Arch Manning when you just drafted a first round quarterback, Mace.
oh, I forgot about that. My bad. I forgot they took the kid from Ole Miss. I forgot about that. I wasn't following this draft like I should have.
Like you
I'm
can't. I want to see like why why Pittsburgh didn't take Shador. That's what I don't understand.
And Mike Tomlin lied to him too, said he was going to take him. True story. He lied to the kid.
But he's not. I'm gonna be honest with you, Mace. He's not a big enough guy. Like
Yeah, I would
what's
agree with that. He's not big.
what's his measurable?
I think he's 6'1" or 210, something like that. I can find out right now.
Man, that's on the Drew Brees side of the game, Mace.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. You're not going to be an argument. I'm not one of these Shador groupies, man. I'm not a Shador groupie. I'm just talking as a brother how sad it was that they see him like, and good for the kid. Instead of him crying, he was dancing with his brother, and then he jumped into the family pool.
Yeah, don't get
That's
too
what.
mad. You know what I'm saying? You got to take it on the chin.
And the Browns told him they'll give him every opportunity.
I mean, it's his job to lose, bro. I don't think that Kenny Pickett could keep Shador from starting, but it like for me, like if I'm should like I'd be worried about getting hurt, bro.
I agree.
Cause them like if they don't like him, bro, they'll let him get hit, bro. He ain't that big. All it take is one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He'll put that watch in the wrong person's face and get snuffed out. And it's gonna be a third string player too. It'll be somebody like I don't know. Let me think of somebody on the team. Somebody that you know is on the team, but you don't like a Wusu Koroma. He gonna slap the shit out of him.
Shador is 23 years old. He turned 23 in February. 6'1", 212 pounds. Yeah, that's why I figure how tall he is. There you
That's
go.
what I'm.
6'1",
That's what I'm
212.
saying, Mace. That's not no franchise quarterback, Mace.
All right, Chris Paul Jr. was just drafted. Congratulations to Chris Paul and his little boy. I didn't even know he was playing college football. He went to Ole Miss, so congratulations to Chris Paul. Chris Paul is 40 years old almost now. So his son, picked by the Rams, and he lives in California, so he stays home with the family. All right, Buffalo is back on the clock again. Miami is 6 picks away.
Where's the biggest shock for you besides Shador?
I haven't followed this draft. I think Will Johnson dropped a lot. The corner from Michigan.
I mean, he was hurt a bit though. He was hurt quite a bit, but
I play
it
Wall.
wasn't
No, go ahead.
it wasn't nothing that should make you scared though. It ain't nothing that's gonna require surgery or nothing like that. I mean, some people he was just nicked up last year.
I play Welsh dropped, but he at least he ended at the end of the first round. Malachi Starks dropped a lot.
But nobody's worried about Malachi Starks, bro. Malachi Starks ended up in a good spot. Like, think about it.
Of course he did, but he dropped.
He ended up with Kyle
Come on
Hamilton.
now.
Like, come on, man. Like, how's that? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton, you know what I'm saying? Starks, you got Sweet Pea. Like, that's a cold secondary, man. You got a cold little team.
Let me ask you a
They have a
question though.
team over there.
Let me ask you a question though. Do they beat the Bengals?
Okay. Go ahead, Mace.
No, I'm asking you a question. Do they beat the Bengals? Thus, do they beat the Bengals?
Say it again.
Do the Ravens beat the Bengals for the division?
Yeah, I think yeah, I do. I don't. I think the Bills take a step back. Um, if Cooper comes back looking good, I think they can do something next year. But I kind of took a step back, man. They lost a lot of good pieces, man. Like a lot of players are getting older over there, and if they draft really well, maybe they can replace them. But they're not as good as they were, 2 years ago.
Because I like the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl, bro. I do.
I don't. The Bengals are not a good team, bro. Like they're not. They're not going, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Man,
Look at what they're doing compared to what Baltimore's doing. Think about all the players that Baltimore added to get better versus the Bengals kind of whiffed on a few picks too, if you haven't been watching.
I've been watching. I saw their first three picks. The first two are from Georgia.
I think they whiffed on the first two.
Okay.
I mean, they needed defense, but like there was better players they could have took.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see what you're saying, bro.
But what's up with the Giants though? The Giants took another edge rusher. Like, I don't get me wrong, I love Abdul Carter, but like,
They signed
when,
him yesterday, 4 years, 45 million, all guaranteed.
but I mean, you just traded for Brian Burns, right?
Yeah.
What do you do with Thibodeau?
I think the way the Giants are thinking, the only way they're going to compete is with defense and the power running game. That's the way the Jets are going. The Jets are going to do a lot of what's that shit
But Mace,
when the
like you got three like really good players at the same position, though, Mace. You can only play two of them, and they're running a 3-4, Mace. So like
yeah, yeah.
they're running a 3-4, which means you got Thibodeau, or which means you got Burns on the left side, and you got either Carter or Tibbs on the other side. Like, who do you trade? And then let's keep it real. Didn't they just have Uludari last year? Like, why do they have all these edge rushers?
Because like I just said, I guess the way they're thinking is they're going to play with defense and the power running game. That's the only thing I can explain why they got all that talent in the defensive front.
I mean, you think they're gonna trade Tibbs?
I can see that. Or
Let
maybe
him go.
his injury. Think about this: when he tore his knee at week 14, maybe his injury is worse than they let on.
Mm, maybe he ain't it no more. Damn. They drafted him because they know he ain't it no more.
Yeah, I can see that, bro. Without a doubt, I can see that.
Abdul Carter, man, and Brian Burns. That's a nice edge rush combo.
Combination. Yeah.
That's a
The question
nice
is,
combo.
can Russell Wilson generate? Giants announced 2 days ago he's going to be the number one starter. Can he generate enough offense? My answer is hell's no.
I don't. Because well, I think the situation that he's in, he's actually well suited for it, and I'm gonna tell you why. He had a lot less in Seattle. At least in New York, he has a legit left tackle. At least he has a legit receiver.
Yeah, I can see that. Give me 1 second. We're getting ready to start this finally they go into the sixth round. My boy he was gonna smoke a recreational cigar. I'll be back in 1 minute. 1 minute.
Actually, y'all, I gotta get ready to get busy, man. It's Saturday. My break is over. I'm sorry, but I got haircuts coming, Mace.
All right, man. Yo, I'll be back up this evening. Talk about the draft. All right.
All right, big guy, take it easy.
All right, man. Thanks, bro.
Peace.
Peace. All right. The Jets have picked three Miami Hurricane players today, plus Mason Taylor yesterday. So the Jets are going for the South Florida Ballers. Let me say this: when Miami picks, I'm gonna summarize Miami, and then I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. I'll be back around ooh fifth round. I should be back around 5:30. I'm gonna go for 5:30 this evening. I can tell you as a Dolphin fan, I really have enjoyed this draft so far. I'm gonna go up and talk to Moss in a little bit, and Dolphins are gonna pick in a couple of minutes. Seattle took Robbie Ozis, the tight end. We got three more picks to Miami. Oh, Buffalo's picking now, so we got two more picks, and then it's the Dolphins pick. I told Manzano when he was here earlier to Dolphins pick up uh, with these four picks as a defensive tackle, guard, safety, corner. They got three of them so far. So I'm gonna have me a nice dinner, and then after dinner I'll be back up to summarize the rest of the draft.